Yes, we are in the creative family and on my YouTube channel. Woo! How lovely for you.
No spam to show.
I don't know, but my Facebook's not loading either. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We've been live for 30 seconds, and yet I still cannot get on the video. I'm a bit worried. Oh, no, I found it. Oh, it's coming up as mum. Oh, I might fix that eventually.
Oh, really?
Well,
How dodgy are you?
Paperwork ain't my strong point. I have
resting a sore knee, but we don't need to discuss that, do we?
I've been resting it. It barely hurts now when I walk. I may have pulled something in my knee about a week ago, and then still kept on running on it.
That's what you do.
And then I complained about it on Saturday, and Dad now is still reminding me of what a nut job move it was. But then I got back at him yesterday about his back because he did some gardening and pulled it out again.
Wow. I planted those.
Hello, Pam. So we're going to get started. Tonight we are using some more new products because Mum and I did some finalising on some designs we've been working on. Secret scroll stuff. So we've got this Big Splatt with an exclamation mark in the name. Hello, Di. And then we've also got this Alpha 1, which means there will be more coming in the alphabet styles. We're going to stick to the size at first because you can get the alphabet on the shape here. On the sides of our stencil. Sorry. Words ain't coming out right now. But this is the size we're sticking with. And then we've got a cog that's gone rogue off one of my other artworks I've been working on. Sorry. We've got a Escape chipboard title.
That didn't take me long at all to share that, did it?
No, we're only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Hello, Raquel.
You need to get some better help. Okay.
I know. This is my first night back with a scribe, and it's not going well.
I'm going to go and shower. Someone.
And now he's leaving me. Anyway.
He's wasting all the hot water that I desire to have.
Oh, for your beautifully sculpted body by the masters in Rome. Sorry. And then we've got this Grunge Street building skateboarder strips so that we're going to use. So I believe we finished this book off last week with this particular journal. Yeah, so hello, Annie Robin. So we finished this one off, but what I reckon would be cool is, because we've done this journal. Don't get me wrong, this book has 5 journals in it. So we've got this one here done as well. So he's red. And we've got our orange one. Now, we do still have green and blue to come. So we do still have 2. But I try not to paint the cover of my journals. Actually, if you guys remember, I think about a year ago on our live, we painted the cover of one of our journals at the very beginning of using it. Concept excellent. Love the cover. Unfortunately, after the first 2 weeks, I had paint all over it. And you couldn't really tell what I actually originally painted on it or what color scheme it was, which is okay because they're meant to be used. But if you definitely want your cover design that you paint on it to be the same the whole entire time of its life, probably do it after you finish using paint in the art journal. Oh, hello, Daiji and D. However, if you are a very clean painter, you probably don't have to worry about that as much. I'm not a clean painter, so that's my problem. So, as you can tell, the first one we kind of forgot that we were working in a journal, and the other 2 we really tried to keep it so that we wouldn't crocodile, which I think we did quite good at. But I want to set myself a challenge. I've got 3 journals, well, 3 booklets out of the 5 in our journal done, and we're going to do one cover of them tonight and then set myself a challenge to paint the other two during the week, so then I can do some show and tell for you guys, and then you guys can do yours at home and show me that. So we just finished the yellow one, but I don't know, the cityscapes are gonna, like, we could do the yellow. I think maybe the yellow has the most potential with this, just because we also have like a spot that we could do in red. And then we have the lettering that I think we could do in blue to make it really interesting. And then, yeah, we can go for some really cool coverage. Maybe not. So what do you think? We'll go with the yellow, or we could go with the orange. And we could go for a purpley blue vibe, but I thought it might be fun to try and use red for once. We do avoid red for many reasons. One being that I don't like using it. But I'm sure there's another reason, which I will come up with soon. Maybe yellow. Let's go yellow. And we will paint the other two covers soon. Or could we do all three of them? This is an excellent question, because the buildings... One minute. Could we fit the buildings? Ooh. So we got that much out of that one. So it comes to there, and then we'll have this one here, which comes to there. Oh, dearie doctor. Okay. Comes to there, and then we'll have one that's mostly got nothing on it. Let's see how we go. Where's my band? That one over there. So we don't lose it. Let's get started with doing the covers of our journals. So before we even get to putting onto the rice paper, because that's kind of going to be one of our last steps in the process, we need to come in and do a bit of work on each one of these journal covers. We've got 2 stencils and our fingers, which will work perfectly. So what we want is we need some sponge for the lettering. Got there in the end. And we need a blending brush for the splat, because we could be able to make it more flicky. And we're going to need a fan brush to do some flicks with, because it's going to be important in this one, I believe, because even though we're going to try and really make it super grungy. And then I definitely think we're going to need some oil pastels in this one. Right. So let's see what I've got. Oh, we've got a blue oil pastel. That's actually going to work perfectly. That oil pastel. Okay, blue. Maybe some grey as well. Oil pastels work perfectly with watercolor and water-based products because they resist. Means they don't blend. Oh, the stencils are really cool, aren't they? You're going to get both in your bundle. Just a heads up. It's going to be an expensive bundle tonight. Sorry about that.
It's not expensive.
Hi, Debbie.
It's just got more stuff in it.
It's going to have more stuff in it. You're getting 2 stencils. Big stencils. Okay, right. So let's get out our black paint colors.
It needs black.
It does need black. It's going to have this on it. But I probably need a bit more black flicking on it. Which we're getting to. But we need some red. Some orange.
Brown.
Blue. Brown. Probably brown. So let's just grab some colors, shall we? So yellow and red. Bronze. Okay. Right, we're getting there. Black, white, because I can't resist. We've got some orange there. Some yellow. Okay. So I think the best way to start this is that we work on one and we get to the rest. Okay. So how we might start this one off is that I'm thinking that we go for multicolored splats. But we always do the text maybe in a grey. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get started. So we want to squeeze out some yellow. We're not going to put yellow on the yellow one, obviously. Squeeze out some red. Some orange. Now we're going to put the orange over on the far side because it is a liquidy ink one because we're using the oxide ink. I've got this bronzy colour here from the metallics. Let's grab out our purple. And then I think we'll be good to go maybe. Oh, and hold up. We'll grab out that green mist that makes your hand look like an ogre's hand. Because, yeah, why not? As they say. Right, let's come in and do our work. So we're just going to come and do all the splats first. And then go around and do all the lettering. And then add our patterns and all the rest of it. Right, so let's start. The easiest one it's going to be to start with is whoever's going to need yellow on it. So, because we're going to start the lightest colour and work our way from there. So yellow is the lightest. So we're just going to come in. Blending brush on the yellow. It's not a flat surface, obviously, because we're working on the back of our painted journals. Oh, hello, Margaretty. So just a heads up that it's getting... So it's not going to be the perfect stenciled on there. Like it's not going to be perfectly stenciled, but it should look pretty good. So there's our yellow on. I think that looks pretty good. And then if we go to our orange, so we're just going to set our orange up here now. Although our orange might be a bit darker than that one, so we might be able to add it on. So we're just going to add one. And like I said, super liquidy, so important to hold it down or else you're going to create smudges. I have no doubt that we're going to get the repercussions of that stencil moving. Now, yeah, so not perfect there. To be expected. There we go. And because we've already got paint on the covers, it's already going to add this grunginess to it. It's actually going to give it some body, as you can see, which I do like. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, and then if we come in, it is quite darker, so we might be able to get just a little bit of shading on this one. Like, it won't be prominent on the orange cover, the orange thing, but it will be more than if we did the yellow. And ta-da! That's that one. And then we come and do the orange on the red cover. So that's not actually that prominent. So maybe the oxide was more like a red in the end. It is very deep as a colour. Right, let's try the red now. Once again, it's a slightly different red, so we should be able to see it on the cover. Just you can see, we can slightly see it on the cover, which I think is quite good. We're getting out like these blocks of colour on it, trying to make a pattern but still keep it mostly calm, like not overfilling the page automatically with a very detailed stencil or design, because we want the detail to really be our buildings. Go. Oh, hey, Aileen. Oh, this Big Splatt, it's a new stencil. So we're using 2 new stencils tonight, just a heads up. They will become products after the slides. I've just got to finish making them with Mum. So yeah, they're going to be available in the mixed media bundle too. It's very nice. It's a nice stencil. I like the splash. Right, and now we're going to do red on the yellow one. Trying to get it. Yeah.
Very bright.
Yes, it's very bright. No one can say that I didn't jump out of the challenge. Although I normally avoid red. We went and voted today. Very accomplished. Got that done. At least I don't have to worry about it. There we go. So we've got that bit there. The splat there, but not in the red. Okay, now we're going to come in with the bronze. We're not going to go straight to red to purple because that will change the color of the purple. It's a good size. It's the stencil itself is 6 by 6.5 inches, which means that the actual design is pretty good. Like, I think you could probably use the design itself as a photo frame outline. Like, you know, trace it on a piece of paper, cut it out, and use it as a photo frame. And then, or as like a front of a card, maybe even. It's like the perfect size. So we're just coming on and doing the bronze. Not too much of this one, only 1 or 2 on the covers, just because it is going to darken it quite quickly. As it's a metallic. It's quite strong. There we go. It's just to give you a bit of a show. I think it's some good ideas. Just, we try to make stencils that you can use on any type of project, not just on mixed media. So you can use it in multiple ways. Not just in an art journal. And then one, and now this one here. Do you think it's starting to look quite cool? And then we're going to come and add the yellow in. I mean the purple in. Gosh, imagine if we were adding yellow in on this now. It would not stand out. You need a lot of white. So we're just coming in. And our purple's going to come out as a bit of a dirty purple because we've got other colours on our blending brush. But that's kind of what we want. We want a dirty, mucky purple so that it blends in well with our other stenciling that we've already done. It just makes it look like it's intentional and not like we went, oh, we need another colour and chucked one on top. So you can see there. So I'm just going to put that one up there so I got a bit more room. Okay. Let's put that one there. I think we need a bit more purple. There we go. I think that looks quite nice. And then let's come in, do the purple on this one. Right. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, Mealy, you want to come wash your Omi's blending brush for me in the bathroom? Okay, well then after that. Thank you. So we're just going to come in and try and give the blending brush the best treatment we can in the water tub before it gets come and taken by my mini assistant to go and wash it in the sink. Just because, yeah. We don't want that drying out. We're going to set it like that way. Oh, hello, Rosie. Rosie, sorry. So we've got a few. We've got our 3 so far. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, I'm just going to lay that one down there. And then what we're going to come and do is we're just going to quickly dry that last layer that we're blending brushed on. And grab our blue. Just come and do a few squiggles. Along our journals horizontally in blue. We're doing this in oil pastel, which means that when we paint over top of it, it will resist going on top of the blue, which will look nice, I think. And just give it that extra bit of layer of colour. A bit of brightness maybe that it needs. It's important not to forget that you're working on 3 bits of like 3 different journal covers. At this point, it would be easy to forget and only work on 1, but if you do that, then you've got to come back and try and retrace your steps, and that might not always be the easiest thing to do. Thanks, Dad. There we go. So we've got our squiggles, and we kept to kind of the same composition of where they were sitting, just so that it flows through. I don't know if you can, flows through quite nicely, as you see. And even if we put a bit more down there and one there. Right, so a nice flow. And now what we want to come and do is we're just going to come and do a bit of green on them. So with the green, just going to come and do half squirts. You can do them in concentrated areas like that. We can do them really big and up. We might want to do them in more concentrated areas. So it only goes in one spot, and it's more like dots rather than big out there sprays. And look at that. That blue is resisting that green. I'll lift it up to show you. So you can see the oil pastel is resisting the Lindy's Mist there. So there we go. So just got that one. We might come and do a bit more there, a bit more there. There, right. And then let's get out our heat tool and dry those now. Okay, so we're just going to give those a few minutes while we make our grey for the lettering stencil. So to make grey, what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of our black. Now we want a fairly light grey, which can be difficult if you are heavy-handed. Yes, I suppose it would make a nice small art framed, but yeah. So we're just coming along. We're doing this on the back of our finished art journals because they're already pretty grungy, so we can make them even grungier real easily. Oh, hello, Bronny. We can just do one if you want. We'll just... Right. Making them all matchy-matchy. Our finished ones at least. I was going to make it for a challenge for me to do the other two during the week, but then I realized I probably want to get to them as I was saying it on the video. So that's why we switched to this idea at the beginning. Don't know if I explained that. Probably didn't. So we're just waiting for our Lindy's Mist to dry a little bit more. As we want this next layer to be done pretty much on a dry surface. We don't want the paint, our light grey mix, to blend, to like pick up any of the green. We want it to be completely dry. Alright, these two here are nearly completely dry. There's a bit more spots in the red. I don't know why they're not drying that quickly, but they should be dry by the time we get there because it's a relatively warm night. So let's get onto this. So we're just going to grab our sponge. Sponge. And grab our stencil. And we're going to mix it while we go. So we got this bit here. Let's see if we come and do it here. Yeah. So we've got a bit of a mix of black and white there. And we're just going to come in and mix it while we stamp it down. It looks a bit more natural, a bit more mottly. Gives a motley type effect. And that way then as well, you're not worried about if you've mixed enough, because it's going to do it for you on the page. Takes away some of that worry about it having to be perfect. So it doesn't have to be perfect for the reason, it just has to be fun. Let me lift that one up. Thank you. So that, and as you can see, so some letters are lighter than others. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. And if you want them a bit lighter, you come in and add some more whites in. Okay. And then there we go. So we get that one, and then let's come and do the yellow one. Okay, and we come in and do some more of this grey. And the letters don't have to be perfectly sponged on there, as you can see. And then we'll do the next one. Oops, sorry, you can see my hair. It is washed. It's got a bit of paper in it though. Because why not, you know? And just come in and do the last little bit of lettering on this one. And the red journal. Just with our stencil. And our grey paint that we've made. I'm trying to use up some of the excess on the stencil there. Right, so there's that one there. Now it's okay that you can't really see them, because we're going to do something that's a little bit more scary in the next step. First I want to make sure I've got a working white paint pen. reason for this is if I don't have a working white paint pen, this next step is not going to be fun, and we should probably avoid it. Oh, that one there's better. Right. We've got a working paint pen. We've actually got two. Ooh. So let's get in here and do this. Kind of want to do this on the first journal we did first, which I believe was the orange one. Yep, so that's dry. Just going to grab our straight edge paintbrush. Lots of water. A bit of black. Lots of more water. Let's hope it resists. Come on, white show through. This is just a little bit more riskier than normal, but it'll be fine. What's that spray bottle? So the letters are being revealed. On second thought, it's probably best to put some glad bake in between the cover and your first mixed media page, but you know, you guys can do that at home. Let's I know it looks a bit motley now, but that's okay. We're going to let it dry like that, but we do need to come and do, doesn't look too bad I don't think. We do need to come and do some on this side as well. There we go. How bad is it in the journal? Yeah. I'm just going to come in and remove the black paint while I can. Oh, it doesn't really matter on that one. It doesn't really matter on the Mr. Froggy page because it did not match. So just come and add that black in there. Just give me 1 minute, please. Can I have some glad bake, please? Thank you. So we're just going to come in and wet that one a little bit. We are kind of working on the edge just because I don't want to get too much black on the inside of my red journal. Can you just put it down over top of the black stain there? Thank you.
These ones are in too now.
Oh, cool. So
And those ones are as well.
excellent. So the two that we're using
And these
are
three.
in, and these three. I'm assuming these aren't going to go back into the shop.
They won't go back to the shop. And these three are three. Just very quickly,
Ooh,
they're magical memories. So
magical
if you're doing
memories.
Magical Memories retreat, you can buy them. If not, you have to wait 2 weeks.
And then we've got those ones there as well that are new. So we've got 2 different size tiles. Whoop. And the leafy one. It's called Leaf Sprig. Right, so let's keep going with this black. It's kind of important that we get a little bit more of it on there, and let's grab one. Okay, and there we go. So we've got that one there. And we're just going to come in and do it on this one here as well. And then let's come and dry them. I think. Yeah, let's come and dry them. So we're just going to grab a heat tool. Come in and try and dry the blacks, then we can come and do the white segment then. Still lots of water puddles. Ah! Okay. Let's do the next step, or else we're going to be here forever drawing. Right, was this the good one? Yes, it was. Whew. Here we go. Yes, it's dry. So now we're just going to come where our letters are. If you're not confident with going around the letters, you can always stick the stencil back down and just use that to trace it. If you want, I just find it easier to be looser without the stencil there, but you guys can put the stencil back on. It just depends, I guess, where you're up to and like what your strengths are, because everyone has different strengths. Definitely think it's adding to it. Okay. And then I do think this is coming together quite nicely. So I know I just went really silent on you guys for a couple of minutes. But look at that. I don't think we could have planned that any better. Like it just... Oh. Maybe refresh dye? Like, you can see the layers, it's working. Right, let's do the next one. If I seem surprised, I am, because this was an idea. It has turned into a full-blown concept. I'm just trying to figure out which way was up. I think that way, yeah, that way's up. Bit of a relatable moment then. Wonder why things didn't look quite right. It's because the text was the wrong way. Huh. There we go. Second one. That was my water bottle for a minute. See, I thought the black paint was my water bottle for a minute. That could have ended badly. Let's just move those ones apart. Really badly. Not to say that I haven't digested paint before, but purely by accident and try to avoid it. Can't really see the letters, but I know that's an O, a Q, and that's an O. Is what used to be an S, and that there is a T. D, I know that one for certain. 4. Hey, Mom. You know you're missing 5 on this stencil, right?
Oh no. It's not, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
This stencil doesn't have a number 5 on it. Just a heads up. It's a prototype. That stencil will be getting a new photo tomorrow. So your stencil will be a bit different than mine. It will have a number 5 on it.
That's gonna be interesting.
You think?
Yeah. I'll fix it tomorrow. There's another thing that went wrong today.
Yeah. Telling you, we should have had Subway.
Shouldn't have gone to work.
Just should have had Subway.
Tell everyone how our day started.
What, that we left home early?
Yeah, too early.
Yeah, so we left home too early by miracle. We're actually leaving home a lot earlier now that Dad's not here in the mornings because he has to leave earlier for his job. Don't know why. We managing to get out of the house. Anyway, and then we went, we had to go and pick up Mum's pills. The first pharmacy we went to, they were closed. And then so we dropped Noah off. Noah left his L plate on. So it turns out that the whole entire time we were doing this, we had an L plate on. We went to the pharmacy in town across from
Nothing
Riley's
went
school.
wrong there.
Nothing went wrong there.
Someone ignored us that I've known since she was a little girl.
Okay, yeah, Mum got snubbed. And we walked past Subway. Bad idea.
So we get to work and someone has tried to break into the back door, but it is tamper-proof. So all they've done is damage the back door. Lock, the deadbolt, still works, but all they've done is damaged it a little bit. What else was there?
Well, the aircon remote wouldn't work until we bashed it.
Trying to get the battery out. We still don't know how to get the battery out. Had no internet to start the day off. Got the internet back. Oh, and this afternoon, I've had to redesign another stencil today. Someone was trying to hack into our network and kept on changing the song on our sound system.
Because the computer at the front.
No, it's the sound system. Every time they caused a hiccup in the network,
It
changed the song.
Yeah. So they tried hacking into us. But the computers that we have hooked up to the network are dinosaurs, so they can't hack them. Because
They can't hack into the network. They need to learn that.
We have proofed it. Because we were sick of people stealing our internet in our area. So, yeah, today's been great.
Redesigned a script stencil.
I personally vote that we have Subway tomorrow.
We have Subway tomorrow. Right. Subway tomorrow. I don't know if Subway's going to fix our problems.
You don't know that until we've tried it.
Yeah. We used to have Subway. Occasionally at work, I used to provide it for all the staff.
Well, I'm a staff member.
Yeah, I used to fax off our order, and surprisingly, more people were there for Subway Day every fortnight. More people than I had as staff.
Did someone say KFC? I know. Honestly. So, ready for Subway still. Right. Exactly. Old things are still good. They make us unhackable. I do like that. The journal I'm using, Margaret, sorry, I just got to your comment a few lines up, is this rainbow journal here. So it has 5 segments. We've done 3 so far, and we still have the blue and green left to go. This has lasted me the whole year so far. And we're going to make it all the way through the year and a bit through the new year without having to replace our journal, which I think is amazing, because last year we went through 3.5 journals, which was just chaotic. It was like we did about 8 weeks in a journal, got attached to it, and then we had to move on to another one because it was full. I didn't really like doing that personally. So by doing this here, we've managed to get a whole year out of a journal, which I do like this setting. I would change a bit of the paper maybe to have a bit of craft in there if I designed it myself, but I do like it. It's a good journal and it has good watercolor paper in it. Proven, because we have done 3 of them so far. Right, so we've got these 3 here. And now we need to get on to the next step, which we need to, would you believe, add a bit more color in, and then our buildings to get, you know, them quite smick. So the color that we need to add a bit more in is yellow, because as you can see, we've got orange throughout, we've got red throughout really well, but we only have this one here with real yellow on it, apart from maybe this area and this area. So it looks quite yuck. Well, unbalanced. I don't know if yuck's the right word. I do like them so far. Magical Memories is a beautiful collection. It is. I think Mum has fallen in love designing it. She wasn't really sold on it because I grabbed all the images and put them together quickly for her because she wasn't really sure what she wanted to do for the next one. So I went and chose the images for it, and she approved. She walked into it not knowing, and now I think she's really fallen in love with it, with designing the accessories and stuff. So yeah, quite good. Could you emboss on the cover of that book, the pink cover? I think, man. I would have to try that. I don't like. I want to say yes, but I don't know how you'd fit in a machine to emboss it. So yeah, okay. Let's keep going, or else we're going to be here until midnight. Which some of you, it's already that case because it's already 9 o'clock in the 7th today. So let's get moving. So we're just going to come in and add a bit of yellow. And we're adding it in with a yellow Prisma pencil. Or you can do this with an oil pastel. It's just that my yellow oil pastel has run out. So I'm using my Prisma pencil. So coming in and just going in and around some of my shapes. So I'm picking and choosing where I color, where I want my yellow to pop out from. Obviously it works best if you're doing a light stencil space, like up here, for example, in this orange bit. We come in. It's nice and light there. It's quite easy to add the yellow in. Or you can even come and draw in your yellow splats. Now, the reason why I'm doing it in an oil-based product and not redoing it over with paint again is because we are going to add more paint layers to this. Yes? Probably. Maybe. It depends. I am really liking it. So what that means is that the yellow will potentially get covered up again, and then we might have to do this step again. However, by doing it in an oil-based product like Prisma or Prisma wax-based pencil or an oil pastel, we don't have that difficulty. Prisma do have watercolor pencils, by the way. They have a wood bit here instead of the color on them, so just be careful. Right, so there's the yellow added to that one. I do think we need a bit of yellow here, just randomly in it. Stick some yellow there. Right. Oh, thank you, Aileen. Hold up, 1 minute, I've missed. Oh, let me scroll. Okay, sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chloe. Okay, right. So let's keep going because we still got to add the buildings in. But I do think we're very close. Like, if you have a look at them, they're just amazing. So now we're going to add our building scapes in. So we're just going to grab a pair of scissors. And they've got to be sharp ones to cut the rice paper out. They can't have any sticky on them. Just heads up. It is rice paper we're using. Just cutting it with a pair of scissors. So, why not? So there's that one. And then we are going to do the rough tops. We're just getting the sides and that quite clean cut. Just so then this works. A little bit better for us. Well, a bit more in our favour. Okay. Maybe put that one there. Yep. Okay, and then come half down there. So we've got those ones, that one, and that one. All right, let's come in and do the rough tops. There's a bit more of a pointed paintbrush. Well, I know it was a dumb idea when I did it, but I still did it. I stuffed my, oh no, there it is. Put my paintbrushes away just before class. Right, so we're just going to come in once again, wet the top of our rice paper, and just come in and rip along the buildings. Try and keep them together as much as possible. The pointy ones are going to be the challenge. I feel like that's okay. That one all right. There's one. Ta-da! Let's come to the next one. Next one. Okay. It is kind of like a sunset, isn't it? I do think it looks pretty cool. Well, I hope so. We went for the grunge effect, and I think we've accomplished it. You wouldn't even really have to put the buildings on, maybe. Right, here we go. So we've got that one there. let's come in and get our gel medium and do this. Cat at the back door. Cat at the back door. So we've got a gel medium. Just put a little bit there on our glad bake that we use to protect our books from the overflow of the black paint. I'm putting this on the back of our rice paper. Making sure that we get the full coverage too. Don't want any air bubbles.
Butler for a cat.
Butler for a cat. Ooh. It's a new job. You should put that on your resume, Dad. Right. And then we're just going to rub it in at the top here. So then our feather bits really blend in. To the page. And if you don't think they've blended in enough, just grab a bit more gel medium on the top. Your finger on the tip of your finger, not top, tip. And ta-da! See? One side, two sides. I do think that looks quite nice. Yeah? That's one. Let's do the next one. So the next one is the orange one. So that's the split. And so we just come in. I'll show you what I've done compositionally and why I've cut my rice paper where I have. It'll make more sense once we've got them all kind of laid side by side. Or laying side by side. Right. And then let's come in and add this one here in. That's number 2. And let's do number 3. So we're so close to, I think, being finished. It's hard to tell. Close could be anything from 5 minutes to 30 to an hour. Really just depends on how, if we need anything after this step. I think we might need some black flecks, but apart from that, I can't see it needing much else. Do need to resurrect that a little bit. There we go. Get that in there. Yep. Good. Okay. Did this have a building lose its top by accident? So yeah, that one there got a bit disformed, but I do like that. So now let me show you what I mean by it will make sense when I lay it out. So like that's the end there. So that's that one. So you've got like the two ends here going in, and then in the middle you've got the gap in between to match these gaps here at the same side. Or if you really want, you could do it like this. So it just depends on how you're feeling. You can have matching gaps or one straight line. It's up to you. I like the matching gaps a bit more. Gives a bit more breatheway, but I completely understand about the straight line because it is quite funky between the different sizes here. I do like that though. I think that looks quite nice. Right, let's come and do our final step, which I think is just flicking some black on, just so then we get the same type of darkness as our buildings here, because the black here we've got is very watered down. It's very grey compared to this, so it's still quite a big contrast. So if we just do a bit of flicking, and then we might be done. Right, let's get started. So you guys have had to listen to me drink water. It's hay fever season, so I sound a little bit more nasally and I'm a little bit more dry. But I do love spring. Spring is my favorite time of the year. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to come in and flick across. I'm not too worried. I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to get it on my iPad. But it won't be the first lot of paint that's on there. And I doubt it will be the last. And if you're worried that your flicking is too much like perfect dots, you just come in and just do half these sprays. That spreads them out a bit more. And then let's come and dry that now. Okay, so let me lift it up to show you because this is going to take more than 5 minutes to dry. Not that type of patience. So this is our orange book. As you can see, and if we close it, just that's side one. That's the back side. I think that's quite nice. And then we've got our red book. And And so that's the opening side. And that's the back end. I do like how the letters aren't particularly straight and they're going on an angle. I think that's quite cool. And then here is our third journal, because we have done all three. We're not going to use our escapee word. We're going to leave that for another project. And this is our yellow book. That's the front. And that's the back. So quite nice. I hope you all enjoyed class, because that is our free journal covers that we have done. The 3 journals that we have painted for the year so far done, and they're all very matchy, and I think they look quite nice, quite bright. We will be back tomorrow night in a subscription class group, October group, for the first time. If you have bought a subscription, a kit, or a kit combo, and you're not in that group, you need to go to the product on our website, and then there is a link to the group. Click on that and request join. We do understand that 2 ladies are having a very difficult time trying to do that because Facebook isn't allowing it. We are on top of that. We are looking into it, we promise. Those 2 ladies know who they are, though. And then you're not alone. Trust in me. And then if you have requested to join the October group but haven't bought a subscription or a kit, make sure you get on to buying a subscription or a kit, so then we can get you in. Or if you haven't paid for your subscription or kit so far, once you pay for those, you'll be let into the group. Just a bit of housekeeping there. Happens every month. We completely understand if you forget. Makes sense. Just double check those things. So we're back tomorrow on Friday. If you haven't seen the email, I believe we're using Tropical Ambience, which should be fun. And yeah, we have a whole bunch of new stencils on the online store for you guys to look at. And this this bundle will be up soon as well, just after I get some of the paint off my hands, because I do try and keep my laptop relatively paint free, unlike my iPad. So thank you all for coming. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow. So bye. Stay safe and have a lovely week.